Welcome to Superchat. If you are on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The first channel that we're looking at today is Chef Sketty, and this is somebody who has really been making a lot of noise, if we want to say that, across the YouTube streets. This is somebody who's out supporting others all the time. I've seen them on other panels, joining other creators, which I believe is a generous thing to do because you are changing the dynamic of conversation when you join somebody else's channel, and you're almost always guaranteed to gain a few subscribers when you do that as well. Now, Chef Sketty's an interesting channel because I'm still getting to know them, but they're very much established, obviously, with 1,400, almost halfway to 1,500 subscribers now. But there is a lot of random content on this channel. And what I do when I feature a channel like this is go through a bit of their content all at once, 3, 4, 5 videos, right before I feature them, just so I can pick up on some of the details that I may not have already caught in the last couple of weeks or months leading up to their feature. But Chef Sketty is just kind of all over the place with their content, which is kind of cool because what it allows is the ability for them to post literally almost anything and give themselves a chance to see what's going to work. So on their About page, they described the idea that we will find some cooking videos, of course, but also shopping hauls, product reviews, and much more of their everyday life. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that they bring us in shorts, videos, and live streams on their channel. And again, we'd love to push them towards the 1,500 subscribers that they're thinking about. We feature a different channel every single day here on Superchat based on impact and generosity that I've seen within the community, and we do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen. The idea then is that you literally have the opportunity to meet hundreds of loyal and dedicated supporters, even when we're not live streaming. So I hope everybody will connect with Chef Sketty. And there's our dear friend Garden State Gardener coming in with a super chat. I know that the Gaming Ham just dropped one as well. So thank you both for those. I really do appreciate that. And they both happen to be members as well. Garden State Gardener I managed to catch for Sunday Fun Day last night. While I was there, he had 103 people watching, which is not uncommon. So we'll talk about that when we get his channel up on the screen. It will be soon. I see Life at the Logans is here with us. We want to make sure when we're looking for that channel, we type in Life at the Logans. There are other similarly named channels. And then, of course, Frazzball collects Sassy Southern Sassy Southern North Carolina Girl and Melody Maid are both on the wheel. They both happen to be members. We always add members onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And then Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs is here as well. They also happen to be a member. Now, for anybody that's fairly new to Superchat, everything is open to everyone. So after a little while, I will add some more names onto our wheel from our chat list. You do not have to super chat or be a member to get onto the wheel or the screen, but in the case of super chats, we put them on the screen right away in order, and then in the case of members, we add them to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. The wheel, of course, is random, but we will spend the next 2.5 hours going through as many channels as we possibly can before we go for a raid into Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More, who is here in the chat and happens to be a member and a moderator, as a matter of fact. Home Bartending with John is with us. He's here almost every single day. I say almost, but I think it is actually every day. And Big Guinea Pig Love. I just watched one of your videos right before we started, actually, earlier this morning. I think Michael's Adventures would very much enjoy your channel. Michael's Adventures is a beloved and dedicated moderator. He can't be here with us today. He's just working, just due to a work schedule. But on the days he can't be here, he always makes sure I remember to give everybody his regards. And then I see official 1SP. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Margie's Crafty Corner, of course, was early in the door as well. I know that Florida Claimers Ted was quite early today. That was the last channel that we looked at from the wheel last night. I don't know if they're still here in the chat. I'll put them on the wheel if they are. The Stock Explorers here, and I was actually on their live stream about a half an hour ago. I was setting up here, so I was like listening somewhat and hopping in and out of there, but they go live almost every day. Lututu Brookhaven, good to see you in the house. I hope I'm pronouncing that right for you, but it's good to see you here. Don Ray B is in the house. For anybody that is brand new to Tuber Chat, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house, and everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And then oh, thank you. Yes, Sam's Vlogs Trains and More knows to set the 5-minute intro on a live stream or a premiere. Oh, I see. It's a premiere, not a live stream. Pardon me. So Sam's Vlogs Trains and More has a 30-minute premiere for us to watch after Tuber Chat today, but he always puts the 5-minute intro. I try to encourage that in creators. It gives your premiere a few more minutes for people to get in, and therefore results in more views. But here in Tuber Chat, it's always a benefit when we're doing a raid, so that we have an extra moment or two. We can put 2 more channels on the screen when we have that, so that's a wonderful thing. Make This Go Viral LLC is in the house. Good to see you here. The Bud Files is in the house. They're also here almost every single day. And I say almost, but it seems to be. Now, one of the most supportive creators that I have met in my 5.5 years on YouTube has been here for almost 500 episodes of Tuber Chat, and that is Scratchin' PPA. He's a beloved and dedicated moderator. He's a dear friend of mine and is in the pole position on our Wheel of Doom for today. Let me just look and see how we'll do a few more introductions here, and then we'll talk more about Chef Sketty and start getting into our channels for the day. First Floor Audio's in the house. They're here every day as well. Drunken Chef Barbecue is a great supporter. I run into them constantly. Carlene Geisha brings us positive affirmations and relaxing content. Hilma Israel, good to see you back in the house. Judy May Collins is another supportive creator. I think they were even in Stock Explorer earlier this morning while Chef Sketty was on the screen. And then Justin Mello's Music and Vlogs is back again. He was with us for our 500th episode. He's been a longtime friend of Tuber Chat since the very beginning. King Morgan, good to see you here. The Bullock Experience, I did put you on the wheel, by the way. Not sure if I said hello. Panama City is another creator named Lee who will allow you to meet more friends and family members when you're on their channel. Sheena's Key to War Life is in the house. I see them everywhere, and they go live all the time. Unique Speaks, good to see you back as well. Vintage Jewels, Gems, and Pearls is also in the chat. Chrissy L, good to have you here. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Again, we're looking at Chef Sketty. This is our featured channel for today. She actually celebrated her monetization on Friday, which was very cool. I was able to get in there for a quick second. She was collaborating with the Stock Explorer. I'm always happy to see creators getting together that way. The Fix It Lady, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to get them onto the wheel because they happen to be a member also. And then we'll keep an eye on the chat, make sure I'm not missing anybody. Chef Sketty now has 1,450 subscribers or so. They do some cooking videos on their channel and a lot of other random content, including live streams and the shorts that we see here, which some of which are really picking up some steam, which is great. Hopefully that continues. And then we did have a couple of super chats come in right at the beginning of the stream. So the Gaming Ham is going to come up right now, and we'll see what they've got going on. You have to pardon me, I still got this fruit fly thing going on. Kristen is doing what she can to take care of this, but apparently it's a problem across Canada right this second. And we'll whatever, try to work that out. The Gaming Ham is up right now. This creator has an interesting name for their channel because they are an advocate for the ham radio community, but they also bring a lot of video gameplay. Therefore, the Gaming Ham is a suitable name. They also expanded their content recently into a couple of shout-out videos. You can see a Tuber Chat shout-out video right here, and I hope you'll watch that. It's on our front page as well. And then, of course, they're bringing a lot of shorts on their channel. They've expanded into 3D printing lately. The Gaming Ham tries to be here every day, even when they're working on different things. They got 255 subscribers right now. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. Tropical Buzz in the chat is the second channel from the Stock Explorer, and Cooking with Miss Brown is a longtime dear friend of Tuber Chat, somebody who's introduced us to a long list of friends and family members here in the Tuber Chat community. So next up is Garden State Gardener, and thank you one more time, the Gaming Ham and Joe from Garden State Gardener, for your super chat. I really do appreciate both of those. And Garden State Gardener, like I said, I was luckily able to catch them yesterday for Sunday Fun Day, which is a wild, fast-paced, high-energy live stream. He does a lot of giveaways and things like that. At the time I was in there were 103 people watching, if you can imagine, and that's not uncommon for Garden State Gardener. I talk about this channel for that reason almost every single day. His live streams rival those of Scratch and PPA or Hilda DC and other much-loved, fast-paced, high-energy chats in the Tuber Chat family. So Garden State Gardener is an interesting host because this creator is a kind-hearted advocate for helping others grow their channels, hitting different milestones and things like this. He literally induces friendships between different creators, and I'm grateful to have Joe as a friend and somebody in the Tuber Chat community that is literally holding a huge community of creators together. When you are in Garden State Gardener's content, you will literally feel like you are a part of a community, more so than most, in my opinion. And I really think that Joe has this magical ability to make people absolutely feel included. You'll have to head to his channel to see what I mean. He's done a lot of shout out videos, probably more than anybody I've seen before. He's done at least 5 for Tuber Chat, and he's got a lot of dear friends that join him on his StreamYard panels. There's always something going on whenever he is live, so hopefully you'll join that. He does come to us from the homesteading community of channels, so he gets involved in seed swaps and garden updates, as well as shorts and live streams on his channel. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to him. Of course, he's fully monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I also see that Mary Coco Pocahontas, the plug's daughter, is coming in with another super chat, and I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we'll put that channel on the screen right away. We always put channels that super chat onto the screen immediately in order, and then we put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. We'll get to spinning the wheel shortly. VS Speaks Royally is in the house. They happen to be a member. And I see a longtime friend, Tristan Bell. Good to have you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. The Virtual Diaries, good to see you here as well. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. There's an interesting story that I'll tell when I get Fruit Machines with Steven's channel up. That's a brand new channel and a new member here in the Tuber Chat family. They seem to have a little bit of luck behind them, to be honest with you. Connection of Lives and Interest 2020 is a longtime friend of Michael's Adventures. I always appreciate the word of mouth, getting more people into Tuber Chat. Outgoing Azzy, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. The Fix It Lady, thank you so much for another super chat. I really do appreciate that and the kind words that come along with that. I'm going to get your channel up next after we talk about Mary Coco Pocahontas, the plug's daughter. And this is a fairly new channel for Tuber Chat, so this is somebody I'm still getting to know, but they've already got 488 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 they're going to be thinking about. Stephanie G is in the house, and Multi-Hunter247, an incredibly supportive creator as well. I also see that His Word is here. And this is another member, so we'll get them onto the wheel right away. Mary Coco Pocahontas, the plug's daughter. I'm just going to read their about page. Strong and powerful, wealth, honor, one who provides light, shining, nutritionist, holistic healing, spiritual motivator, health and beauty, foodie, and actress. So this is an interesting introduction for a channel, and they've got a lot of shorts on their front page. When we get into their video content, like I said, I'm still getting to know this creator. Now I know that their videos are fairly short, but I'm going to take the latest one and put this into my catch-up list, which is just a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators, but that'll give me a chance to go through a bit more content. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Superchat is that over time I get to know the channels, and over weeks and months by watching videos and hanging out in live streams, I get to know the content on the channel as well. And if you want to reach out on the outside social networks, I always enjoy getting to know creators behind the channels. It doesn't have to be questions, but it can be if there's something you think I can help with, but anybody can reach out anytime. I am on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. The Fix It Lady is up right now. This is another channel that we recently featured. They are fixing, repairing, and creating all sorts of different things on their channel. They've got shorts as well as their videos. I'm just going to go through their content here now. The Fix It Lady is also somebody that I'm getting to know, but what I'm going to do is take another one of their recent videos, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list as well, just to give me another piece of content to go through. They've got 493 subscribers, so also on their way towards 500. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. If anybody's mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see that I missed, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And let's spin the wheel. So thank you one more time, Mary Coco, Pocahontas, the Plug's daughter, and the Fix It Lady for your super chats. I really do appreciate those. Now we're spinning the wheel and we'll see who's coming up. It looks like it's going to be Melody Made, and this is a creator we recently met through Gail's Southern Living. They were actually collaborating, and at that time Melody Made was sharing tips and tricks for everybody's YouTube videos and channels while they were on panel with Gail's Southern Living. So immediately I connected to this channel. They're here in Superchat now. They bring a lot of fun in between their crafting videos, so they're always willing and actually promoting the idea of allowing people to connect in their live streams with each other, similarly to the way we do here in Superchat. But you'll also find a lot of game night type streams on this channel in between the shorts videos, where they're bringing bingo more than anything else, but it's a fun time for everybody to engage in the chat. Melody Made has over 2,000 subscribers right now and is well on the way towards 2,100. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther right now. Bose Pixel, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Chef Sketty, our featured channel for today, is in the chat as well. Michael the Realist, I've got you on the wheel, and we're going to spin the wheel right now and get another channel up on the screen. We will get through as many channels as we can within the next 2 hours, and then as well, yes, Melody Made also allows people to connect the same way that we do here in Superchat, or similarly during a series of live streams that they have called Channel Chat Club. So I hope you'll connect with Melody Made, put the notification bell on so that you can catch those live streams when they come up. Via Speaks Royally has been chosen by the Wheel of Doom. We'll get them onto the screen right now and see what they've got going on. One of the things I talk about often is the idea of engaging true conversation when you're visiting any channel for a premiere or a live stream. That's why we put so much focus on it here in Superchat as well. When you engage in true conversation, you're sending incredible engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm, and that can help any creator get their content pushed out a little bit farther. Now, the reason why I bring this up now is because Via Speaks Royally is very well known as a creator who seems to be everywhere all the time. They're literally out supporting all kinds of creators, seeming to be 24 hours a day. And when you see them supporting other creators, you'll always find them engaging conversation. Now, as well, it's interesting to see that when you visit them for live streams on their own channel in between the shorts and videos, you will find that there's engaged conversation going on they're often talking about the royal family. So they've had a busy couple of months, as you can imagine. But it's interesting to watch how VS Speaks Royally leads the conversation on their channel by staying well versed and up to date in their subject. So it's really something to see, a lot of fun to be a part of, and I think it's a great example of engaged conversation. So I hope everybody will connect with her. She's got almost 3,400 subscribers and is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. If anybody right now would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. The next channel that we're looking at is The Stock Explorer. This is Nora, and I was actually visiting with them just a half an hour, 45 minutes before Tuber Chat started while they were live. They're live almost every single day. They were giving us a lot of stock tips, going through some of the companies that are moving up. They're expecting a green week because of Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Of course, there'll be a lot of sales this week, but they give us a level-headed and down-to-earth look at both the stock market and crypto markets. They do that through all three types of videos with shorts and live streams as well. There are often charts and graphs for us to see, but it's mostly friendly conversation on this channel, and Nora brings us everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topics, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to her for that reason. She's here as a beloved and dedicated moderator as well as a member in the chat. Kavangia, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Puppet Short Films, good to see you here as well. Thank you for coming back in. King Morgan, not sure if I said hello already, but it's great to have you here. And it's almost time to spin the wheel. We'll do it again in another second here, but I'm going to show you Nora's second channel. This is Tropical Buzz, and this is where Nora intends to educate us about plant life and also grow a lot of different things and bring us along on that journey. She's already gotten involved in challenges and seed swaps and happens to be in Florida, so my expectation is she'll be able to grow different things year round. Growing My Own, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get one more channel up on the screen. Interestingly, today while Nora was live, half an hour, 45 minutes ago, she had Chef Sketty, our featured channel for today, on the screen with her. And they collaborated the other day, actually, during Chef Sketty's monetization celebration on Friday. So Life at the Logans is coming up, and again, when we look for this channel, I just want to encourage everybody to literally type in the term Life at the Logans. There are other similarly named channels, but we want to make sure we search, find, and click on each other so that we will eventually rise up the search results, and YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular Life at the Logans, for instance. And Purple Tube, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And the Virtual Diaries. When it's time to, when you want to tag somebody, what we're talking about, I'm assuming, is that you want to @mention them. So use the @ symbol on a computer keyboard. It's above the number 2 most often. And then as well, you can catch that on most mobile devices easily. But if you type in the full name of the channel you intend to speak to, it will highlight for them in the chat if that's what you mean. And then the other thing too, my recommendation for everybody is always to make the first move. Reach out to other creators and support them first. When you watch a 3-minute video or longer and you leave a comment of 3, 4, or 5 sentences, they're able to go back into their comment section, find your comment easily because it will likely not be held for review as long as you're not saying things that hundreds of other people are saying, and then they'll be able to click right on your channel, so they'll get back to you right away. Here in Tuber Chat, we do not wait. I know there's a lot of different ways to connect with people out there, but we've been doing the same thing for 2.5 years. I've been doing it for over 3 now. What we do is head to a channel like Life at the Logans, look for a video that's at least 3 minutes long, Better if it's 4, 5, 6, or 7 minutes. Watch that video from beginning to end. It's very important. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment. I recommend a minimum of 3 or 4 or 5 sentences. Then give a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, as you see me do for all creators. And then that should make your connection stick. When you come back into the chat here, you let them know you've connected. They'll turn around, do the same thing for you. Even if you miss them here in the chat, they will find your comment and they'll get back to you afterwards. So Hope Bus, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Hope Bus, I actually went and visited in real life the other day. I've got some video footage I'm going to try to get together for a video on my personal channel where I got a tour of a custom RV project that they've got going on, literally after gutting a bus with what I believe she said was 47 seats. So you can imagine the size of this thing. And if you haven't already visited Hope Bus's channel, I hope you will. They're dear friends. We've been able to visit with them twice, and I'm looking forward to getting that video out, not to mention visiting with them again to see the finished official reveal within a few months. Mystery Machinez, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I'm sure that's Mystery Machines, but it's good to have you here. Squirrel's World, good to have you in the house as well. Thank you for coming in. And Life at the Logans is a fun-loving family that will bring a lot of fun and comedy into their videos. They will encourage us or motivate us in a spiritual way, but as well, it's a lot of fun. They get into everything from skits to family vlogs to challenges and everything in between. I've got some notifications on for some premieres. They've got another one coming up. You can see they've got a lot of shorts videos. Some of these are doing extremely well. And it's interesting to notice that they're still getting views on these, even though they've got the TikTok logos in them. So we're keeping an eye on this channel to see what they got going on. House of X Entertainment Inc. is in the house as well. They have been with Superchat from the very beginning. And It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey, which is half of House of X, was actually the very first creator to come into episode number 0 of Superchat, the first stream we ever did. And still to this day, 500 episodes later, is supporting as often as they can with Yo, it's your boy Leo. Nathaniel Travels, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Puppet Short Films, I'm always good. Hopefully you are also. I know I miss a lot in the chat. If anybody's mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And in the meantime, if anybody has not already given a thumbs up for this live stream right now, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Oh, I'm trying for the life of me to figure out how to get this green screen a little bit better for today. Now it's different because we've got the daylight coming into the room, so you'll notice when I move around, the green screen kind of goes haywire, but that's all right. Forensic Mystics, good to see you in the house. That's Cassie and her friend Akashi. And they happen to be members, so we'll get them onto the wheel right away. We always put members onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs is another fun family of creators. As a matter of fact, when we hit their About page, we see there are fellow Canadians from Medicine Hat, Alberta, Canada. Definitely a dynamic and energetic family. Plus, they've got a few furry friends around the house, and they like to bring us adventures from cooking, traveling, and a lot of other fun. So I'm going to take one of their latest videos here, a Christmas shopping vlogmas video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That gives me a chance to just keep up with these creators and make sure I don't fall behind. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs are not only extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters here in Superchat, but I see them out supporting other creators all the time as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them, get some of that support coming back to you, and we'd love to push them a little bit closer towards the 1100 subscribers that they're thinking about right now. Next up is Scratch and PPA, and I often describe this creator as a shining jewel in the Superchat family. That absolutely is the case. Scratch and PPA has been with us almost from the very beginning, and 500 episodes later has been here for literally 470 or 480 episodes of Superchat, if you can imagine that. He catches a lot of the mistakes that I make. I'm grateful for that. He's been a dear friend for a long time now. All of the moderators here on Superchat, you'll notice there are not very many. There's a core group of about 8 or 9 that are here with us regularly, and then a few others who've been with us from the beginning. But Scratch and PPA is a dear friend. All of our moderators are dear friends of each other. They have been for a long time as well. They all have their own channels. They all do different things, and they all have one overwhelming sense of generosity in common. And for that reason, each of them will allow you to meet more friends and family members when you're on their channels for live streams or premieres. Now, Scratch and PPA always puts his premieres out every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. This creator literally is coming up on 2 solid years of perfect consistency, and I'll be looking forward to his premiere tomorrow. Hopefully everybody will set that notification and join us. What you will find is that there is a rush and flood of fast-paced, high-energy chatting that goes on during his premieres because of the support that he gives to others. It all comes back all at once every week, and makes it a lot of fun to be a part of. So I hope you'll join us for that. And then as well, you'll notice that he has an interactive series of videos. And what I mean by that is that you get the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. You'll also notice that he has presentation on the forefront of his mind. His video editing skills have been complemented ever since the very first video that he put out almost 2 years ago. And then as well, you'll notice the bright, beautiful avatar that he's got that matches the banner, which is updated every single week to match the thumbnail on every week's video, where we have giveaways included as well. It's one thing I always forget to mention with Scratch and PPA is that there are giveaways included in every single video. So hopefully everybody will join us tomorrow for his premiere. It will be at 12:15 Eastern. Like I said, you can set that notification right now. I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. And if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Superchat right this minute, but could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So Fruit Machines with Steven is a fairly new channel. It's actually a brand new channel in general, but fairly new to Superchat. They've only been here a short while, but we already have a similar we already have an interesting story. And thank you, Puppet Short Films. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I know not everybody can be here every day, or certainly not for 2.5 hours every time we stream. But I do appreciate every moment. I know we have creators that come by just quickly to say hello or give a thumbs up. A lot of creators run us in the background, and I know a lot of people have work schedules, myself included. That's why I'm rarely here on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and now even Fridays. Fruit Machines with Steven has an interesting story because this creator's got a little bit of luck that's come around with them. They, the other day on our 500th episode, we did our first ever giveaway, and to celebrate 500 episodes, we gave away 5 sets of 500 business cards, which are similar to the ones I'm showing you here, customized for each person's channel. And Warmstrong Adventures, who's a dear friend to Tuberchat, somebody we recognize, of course, has been one of the recipients of that giveaway. However, they did reach out and say they already have business cards that they've made for themselves with QR codes on them, so they offered to pay forward or pass along their giveaway, and so we did that instantly yesterday, and Fruit Machines with Steven was the recipient of that. So I think that's a wonderfully generous thing to have done. And we'll be sending those out to Fruit Machines with Steven soon enough. Bose Pixel, thank you so much for a super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. For that reason, your channel will be the next one that we're going to look at. And Fruit Machines with Steven is somebody who is going to bring us tips and tricks when it comes to these fruit machines. I hope you will head to their channel and see what they're talking about. They've already got 17 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther on the road to the first 100. Thank you, Mystery Machines. I do appreciate that. You're making me laugh. And Bose Pixel is coming up. This is another creator who's been with Superchat pretty much from the beginning. They've been making frequent appearances again. Now, we always put Superchatters up on the screen right away in order, and then members are added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. But I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Bose Pixel has done that countless times. Past Life Explorer is another creator who's been with us almost from the beginning, actually, and is single-handedly responsible for introducing us to the paranormal genre and category of channels, of which we have many friends still for all this time. So it's great to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And I think he said that Channy's pardon me, Channy's channel. I can't remember the exact name of it. It'll come to me, but Unexplainable Adventures, Channy's Unexplainable Adventures, recently became monetized, which is great. You often see those creators together. And right now we're looking at Bose Pixel. So fashion is what we're going to find on this channel more than anything else. They do mention beauty, health, and travel, but you'll notice that this creator literally for the last over 2 years has had incredible consistency in their videos. I always mention the thumbnails on this channel because they've got this look that they seem to have claimed, and you always recognize when you're seeing a channel or a video from this creator's channel. I hope everybody will connect with them. They've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter since almost the beginning of TuberChat, and now 500 episodes later, it's wonderful to see them still coming around, especially making frequent appearances lately. So 587 subscribers they have right this second. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 600 that they're thinking about. Coach Mary Ma is in the house. That was another recipient of our giveaway from our 500th episode, which is the first giveaway we've done. That's why we ended up doing it 5 times to celebrate our 500 episode. And we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. And thank you one more time, Bose Pixel, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. Stephanie G is coming up right now. This creator can also be tough to find. So what I'm going to do is grab their channel by their handle, and I will paste that into the chat so everybody can catch them easily. And if anybody has mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention TuberChat Connect and Grow if I missed it, and that will help me hopefully catch it the next time around. I'll keep my eyes open for that. And let's look at what Stephanie G's got going on their channel right now. That's another creator who's here with us just about every single day, and they happen to be a member, so we had put them on the wheel as soon as we saw them in the chat, of course. So when we look at Stephanie G, we see a lot of different art or crafting, and they talk about glue booking on their channel. They also talk about jelly paint printing, if I'm getting that right. They're new to sewing, but hopefully we'll see some of that as well. And it's wonderful to see this variety in art and crafting that can go on a single channel. So 112 subscribers right now. We'd love to push Stephanie G a little bit farther towards the 200 they're thinking about. We see a lot of shorts from this creator as well as live streams. Linda's Mixed Up Mess, good to see you back in the house again. Thank you for coming in. And we're going to spin the wheel again in another second. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I'm going to need just a very quick second here, and then we're going to come back and look at the next channel, which is going to be a creator that's actually got 2 different channels, Forensic Mystic. So we'll look at that in a moment. pardon me for that. Forensic Mystics is coming up, and we'll see what they've got going on this channel. Now, this is Akashi and her friend Cassie. We know Cassie very well from Oracles and Beyond, another channel that's been with us just about from the beginning. I can't remember if we met Past Life Explorer from Oracles and Beyond or Oracles and Beyond from Past Life Explorer, but somehow I feel like I remember that these two creators were together, and that's what had us connected to both of them. They've both been dear friends for a long time, and they both have fun channels. Actually, I enjoy my time when I'm with either of them. But Buddha of Destiny, namaste. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Another creator who's been with us just about from the beginning as well. When we look at Forensic Mystics, this channel is going to bring us true crime, true mystery with paranormal twists. So we know that true crime is a huge category on in podcasting. YouTube is aggressively going after that audience right now. So I expect this channel to do very well for that reason. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. And with 314 subscribers, we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. Now I'll show you the channel I'm talking about. Oracles and Beyond is where we met Cassie, and I believe she came to us through the Past Life Explorer. I think so. And it's interesting. I hope everybody can take inspiration from two parts of me saying that. One is that there are people out there willing to support you for all this time, literally over 2 years. And then as well, the fact that it will be so much support from so many creators on your channel, you will start to forget exactly when you met everybody in the beginning. You'll know that it's somewhere around 2 years ago, but you won't necessarily remember dates and things like that. I hope you understand what I mean when I say that, because, you know, some of these people who become friends, you often use the word family here in Tuber Chat to describe a lot of these friendships, because these creators will support you in so many more ways or with so much more attention than you would have planned for in the beginning. It is overwhelming. That's what inspired Tuber Chat as a channel in the first place, and it's wonderful to see that the system is still working. Everybody's still growing, including Tuber Chat itself. And we still have all of these friends and family members who still make appearances as often as they can. I promise you, it gets harder, right? When you think about the fact you might be only subscribed to 50 or 100 channels right now, it's going to be more difficult when you're subscribed to a couple of thousand and you got to try to keep up with everybody. But it's a wonderful problem to have. I wish it on everybody, and hopefully everybody's enjoying the rest of the journey in between that as well. Georgia Diving Recovery, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Again, we're looking at Oracles and Beyond, and here we will get tarot readings more than everything else on their live streams. Now, they're posting a lot more content right now, actually, and they've got shorts going on their channel. Some of these are really picking up steam as well. Hopefully that continues. They got 1,800 subscribers, but what you'll find most interesting, or what I find most interesting when I'm on the channel with Cassie and her friends, is that you get more than one reading while you're there, because she has StreamYard panels and is joined by another couple of creators who will generously give these readings as well. And this can give you some insight as to what's been going on in your life, what might be happening today, and what might be to come. So you'll get a warm welcome from Cassie and her friends, and you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members for your own channel while you're visiting her for her live streams as well. Michael the Realist is coming up next. In the meantime, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you are willing, then please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then as well, Michael the Realist is up right now. This is a channel that brings pure opinion in a lot of different reviews and conversation. Of course, they bring us video shorts and live streams. They give us a friendly warning about some vibrant language, but I think it's cool that they let us know what we're getting into before we get there. But Michael the Realist is a fun creator as well, and somebody who's with us almost every single day. Definitely a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and I wish for everybody to get that kind of support coming back to them as well. I hope you'll connect with him so that you can. We'd love to push him a little bit farther towards the 300 subscribers that Michael the Realist is thinking about. And I'm going to spin the wheel again. We're moving a little bit faster now. We will also remind everybody, if you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right this second. Pardon me, I'm mixing up my speeches here. I hope you will give a thumbs up. Even I have to be reminded to give a thumbs up when I'm on a phone from time to time, because you have to turn the chat off to get that done. And then, yes, Don Ray B. After doing this 500 times, I try to find different ways to describe things. We used to say colorful language. I don't know how much everybody appreciates that anymore, but I find that vibrant language seems to be a lot more of an entertaining speech. Most of you who've been with me for any amount of time know that my sense of humor always comes through when it comes to sarcasm of any kind. It's probably my favorite type of comedy. So Coach Mary Ma is on the screen right now. Paralife TV, your everyday wheelchair ninja, is Shane. Thank you for coming in. Nova Real Show, thank you for coming back in as well. And Tasha's Timely Thoughts, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody in the chat. Coach Mary Ma is a reset coach. This is somebody who wants to motivate, uplift, and encourage. They do that through shorts, videos, and live streams. With 333 subscribers right now, we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 400 they're thinking about. And again, this is another recipient from our first ever giveaway on episode 500, and we've already reached out to Coach Mary Ma. We'll be sending over their business cards customized for their channel very soon. And it's wonderful to see another channel that's here wanting to literally help, not just with YouTube channels and videos, that's always a part of this, but Coach Mary Ma wants to encourage and uplift us as creators behind the channels as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with them, see what we mean, and obviously this is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. So if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So I'll appreciate it very much. We're going to go on break for about 3 minutes right now. We're going to come back and look at Margie's Crafty Corner. Alright, we're back with Margie's Crafty Corner. I think Hyper Blitz came in as well. Good to see you here. And Brandy's Unboxings and More is in the house. That's another channel I'm still getting to know. My Flock is Everywhere was featured yesterday. They're back in the chat today, so thank you for that. They're with us just about every single day as well. So when we look at Margie's Crafty Corner, we see 707 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards that 800 that we know that they're thinking about. And when we look at their channel, we see a lot of crafting, but they talk about doing crochet and paper crafts. They also make stitch markers for sale, so this is interesting and things I still have yet to learn about, so I'm looking forward to that from Margie's Crafty Corner. We have a lot of crochet channels, we have a lot of crafting channels, we have a few junk journal channels and things like that in the Tuber Chat family as well. Mystery Machines, thank you so much for the membership. I really do appreciate that, and for that reason your channel for the next month will be added onto our wheel as soon as we see you in the chat every day that you're here, starting right this second. So I put you on the wheel right now, but thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. And then Margie's Crafty Corner has already been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter since coming into the Tuber Chat family just a couple of months ago. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Again, we want to push them towards 800 subscribers. And if I have missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, if you've asked a question or mentioned a comment specifically that you need me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Home Bartending with John is coming up on the screen next, but I also see Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve has come in. They happen to be a member, so I'll get them onto the wheel right away. And TV Jory Gaming, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in as well. And Home Bartending with John is a channel that hits home for me right away. I used to work in bars and nightclubs for a lot of my adult life, and it's interesting to see what John is doing on this channel. So first of all, there's a lot of reviews. Those are what you would expect. He also has put a little bit of a twist on that, doing a collaboration with somebody else on the channel once as well that I've seen. As well, he shows us what it takes to keep a bar like this replenished, and then shows us the tools that we need to make some of the cocktails that are featured on the channel. One of the things that I find most compelling here is Home Bartending with John will show us how to make some of the most popular cocktails in our own homes with different variations of recipes. So usually something quick and easy if that's what we're looking for, usually another recipe based on pop culture, something we might have seen in a television show or a movie, and then a more traditional recipe, usually with a few extra ingredients if you want a rich, full taste. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Home Bartending with John and seeing what I'm talking about. They've got 207 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 300 that they're thinking about. And Home Bartending with John is here with us almost every single day, and again today. So I really do appreciate that, of course. And then I see that we've got some more action in the chat. Vintage Jewels, Gems, and Pearls has grabbed a membership, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. For that reason, your channel now will be added from now on to the wheel as soon as we see you in the chat every day that you're here, starting right this second. So I've got you on the wheel. We'll spin. We'll get another channel up on the screen and see who's coming up next. Again, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And Frazzball Collects is up here right now. This is another creator who's here frequently, almost every day with Tuber Chat. They do one thing extremely well. This is an example of an extremely niched channel. So what Frazzball Collects will do is talk to us about numismatic collectible coins, and when I roll over their thumbnails, you get a look at some of the coins that they're talking about. I believe in most countries we have these available, and I happen to be in Canada. I found out a couple of summers ago that the Royal Canadian Mint actually makes a lot of these coins for a lot of the countries around the world. And Frazzball Collects is going to help us make sense of these and bring us the stories that come along. A lot of these coins are used as gifts or family heirlooms. My guess is they'll be very popular in the next month or so while everybody's looking towards the Christmas season for unique things to give each other as well. So Frazzball Collects has 785 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 that we know that they're thinking about. I'll spin the wheel. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Sometimes you get into some content, or especially a premiere or live stream, start saying hello to people or get captivated by the content. It's easy to forget to give that thumbs up, but we know that they help, so I'll appreciate it from everybody. And then as well, the Bullock experience is up here right now. This is another channel that was recently featured. Kelly Bullock is holding a 3-pound bass on their banner right there. If you wanted to know exactly what that is, this channel is going to bring fishing first, but he does it through video shorts and live streams. Once the live streams are up, the conversation can go just about anywhere. And this creator, of course, is doing a lot of this with StreamYard panels and other creators coming up with them as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to the Bullock experience. His last couple of videos are quite short, but I'm just going to actually, maybe I'll take a... yeah, I'll take one of your latest videos here. I'm just going to put that in my catch-up list. It's only a minute of watch time, but I'll make sure you get that minute. And then we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Hopefully everybody will enjoy getting to know the Bullock experience with 656 subscribers. They're halfway on the road to 700 now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther. And then if anybody has the ability to share the stream right now that we're watching, I hope you will. And whether that's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, it helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So House of X Entertainment Inc. is a monetized channel featuring two creators who both have monetized channels of their own. It's really interesting to see how these creators have grown. They're fully monetized, of course. That means that Super Chats and memberships are available on all of their channels when we get there to support them. House of X Entertainment Inc. puts a lot of focus on other creators. They do a lot of interviews here, and actually Kristen Welton and I have been interviewed together by House of X Entertainment Inc. That was a lot of fun, and it's great to see them continue to support other creators all the time. Just going to set a couple of notifications here for some live streams they've got coming up. I'm going to take a really long live stream replay and just put that in my catch-up list to make sure I stay caught up with them. When we look at these two creators, we see It's Me Wanston Yes Honey, who is literally the very first creator to come into the very first Tuber Chat live stream 2.5 years ago, and he's got almost 1,900 subscribers now. Lately he's doing a lot of cooking, but this creator will also inspire us in a spiritual way. And then Yo, It's Your Boy Leo has got over 2,200 subscribers right now, fully monetized, and brings us a lot of video gameplay. So like I said, these two creators have been with Tuber Chat from the beginning. I've actually been connected to them for about 3 years. They are inspirational in the creation of Tuber Chat because of their generosity. So if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. It's going to be time for me to add some names onto the wheel from our chat list very soon. I know the last couple of days have been extremely busy and the wait has been longer than usual, but I do appreciate everybody's patience. We still have quite a while to go though we've only been on for an hour. We're expecting to be here for another hour and a half before Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More has a premiere for us. He'll allow us to meet more friends and family members when we get over there, and I'll leave Tuber Chat running for an extra 3 minutes before that premiere starts so we can clean up our connections here as well. And then our featured channel for today is Chef Sketty. If anybody hasn't already connected to them, you probably recognize them from all of the activity they've been involved in lately, including their monetization celebration on Friday and their collaborations with other creators like the Stock Explorer recently. So another longtime friend of Tuber Chat is Kaylastic TV, and this creator brings us delicious looking content on their channel, both in videos and shorts. I can see I'm close to falling behind, so I'm just going to take an eggnog muffin recipe video from you, and I'm going to put this into my ketchup list. And I have an idea. We're going to do something for Kaylastic TV. We're going to see how many people in the house enjoy eggnog, because I know that Kristen Welton does not like it at all, and I actually do. So I think it's funny. I'll put a poll in the chat right now, and just for fun, for Kaylastic TV, we'll give a look as to who actually likes eggnog in the chat. I wonder if those who are not fans of eggnog might like some of these muffins, though. But I'll see this recipe, and we'll see what that brings us as well. Now, Kaylastic TV's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time. They are halfway on the road to 1,100 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And like I said, you'll find a lot of delicious content on their channel. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and again, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Now, Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More is a channel we're going to get a really good look at in another hour and a half when we go over there for a premiere that he's got today. And I've got my notification that I'm going to set right now, but we've already got our redirect on. We're going to go and raid this. And Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More has an interesting channel because he brings us train videos. And some of those are the trains themselves. Some of them are a combination of trains and stations. And then sometimes he's taking us for a look around. That can be indoors, outdoors. Sometimes he's taking a trip, or he's giving us tips and tricks for our own train travels. He is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And Sam does a lot of other content as well. Annabelle TV is in the house, and I see Johnny Jim coming in. Good to see you both. Annabelle TV, of course, is on the wheel right away. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And as well, Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More will bring us some vlogging content outside of the trains and stations, but he also does a lot of live streaming. Some of those can be channel updates where we're just hanging out with Sam, and some of those are Q&As or other live streams with the purpose of having everybody connect the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat. Now, Sam is here as a member and a moderator. All of our moderators are dear friends of mine. They have been for a long time. They all have channels of their own. They all do their own thing, and they all have one thing in common, which is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And they will, for that reason, allow you to meet more friends and family members when you visit them for premieres and live streams. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. I see that Sea Leg Journeys has come in. They bring us cruising, typically with Carnival, where the party is at. And they do a wonderful job of showing us all over the cruise ships, not to mention the crew, the activities, the food, the restaurants, everything there is around these cruise ships. Sassy Southern North Carolina Girl is somebody we met through Melody Made. And this is a creator who just came into the Tuber Chat community with overwhelming generosity. I hope everybody will give her a warm welcome into the Tuber Chat family if you haven't already connected with her. And I'm still getting to know her content, actually. But she's got 528 subscribers right now. We'd love to push her a little bit farther towards the 600 that she's thinking about. Oh, and then Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. The poll that I just did is in the plus button. Actually, let me show you. So here is the chat that I watch. And pardon me, Sassy Southern North Carolina girl. We're going to talk about your content in a second. I have this window. It sits on another screen for me. I have an extra monitor. And when I'm watching the chat, this is how I can kind of keep up. I know I miss a lot, but this is an idea for you of how I do this. And then as well, when I push this plus button, this gives me the chance to start this new Q&A feature or to start a poll, which we've got going on. So I don't know if that's something that's only available on a computer. My guess is that you could probably do it on mobile. We know that Sam is using a fairly new iPad, as a matter of fact. He did an unboxing video of that as well. So hopefully everybody will head to his channel and see what I'm talking about there. And then, yeah, Carnundrum. It takes a while for me to start adding names onto our wheel from our chat list. I usually do that when we get down to about 5 or 6 names on the wheel. It's not going to be long now. Probably another 15 minutes or so is my guess. But we get through as many channels as we can in a 2.5 hour period. I know not everybody can be here for 2.5 hours. I certainly do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. But after about the first 20 or 30 episodes of Tuber Chat 2 years ago, we added in the wheel to add some suspense and mystery as to when channels are going to come up. So it's always random, you know what I mean? We can never predict, but it's not going to be long today before I start adding names from our chat list. Everybody, of course, has the opportunity. It's just that Superchatters go on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And as well, it's open to everybody. So, Sassy Southern girl, Sassy Southern North Carolina girl is up right now. They're bringing shorts and videos on their channel. This is Jen, an army wife and a mom to 5 beautiful children, ranging anywhere from adults down to the teens. They're in Fort Campbell, Kentucky. And on their channel, they will likely bring us planning, hauls, paper crafts, as well as other crafts, do-it-yourself videos. And hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety. So like I said, I'm still getting to know this channel. For that reason, I'm going to grab another video and put this into my catch-up list. And that will give me a chance to go through another piece of content. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Tuber Chat is that over time, I get to know the channels. And then by watching videos and hanging out in live streams over weeks and months, I get to know the content on the channels as well. And then if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I always enjoy getting to know creators. Anybody can reach out anytime. It doesn't have to be questions, but it can be if there's something you think I can help with. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. So Sea Lake Journeys is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. And then, yeah, it is a Carnundrum. The catch-up list was added by was renamed by our dear friend Ghostly Winds from Australia, who makes frequent appearances and has been with Tuber Chat almost from the beginning, actually. But just out of fun, one day we named the catch-up list. Ghostly Winds has always got incredibly creative things to say here in the chat. He's a lot of fun both on his channel and when he's here. But just in honor of Ghostly Winds, we keep that name for my playlist and call it the catch-up list so I can stay caught up with other creators. 12 Stones Ranch, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. It's the same reason why we keep the name The Wheel of Doom, which was named by our dear friend Mr. Naz a couple of years ago. And Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve will be the next channel that we look at because I spun the wheel right now. But we're looking at Sea Lake Journeys. Now, like I said, this is a channel that hits home for me, but the reason for that is because I had worked on a cruise ship for one summer many years ago, but it was a wonderful time, of course, and I always recommend anybody go on a cruise if you have an opportunity. I look forward to eventually being able to do the same thing myself. But Sea Lake Journeys gives us a wonderful look at what it's going to be like when we do get to go on a cruise. They give us a very thorough look at both the ship, the crew, the restaurants, the other activities, the food, of course. And these two creators have a wonderful back and forth between them, a wonderful chemistry on camera. And I don't know how much, I say this all the time, I should actually ask them, but I don't know how much they're scripting or how much they're just ad-libbing, right? Which is when we're just talking off the cuff, if you want to put it that way. But they do a fantastic job, and I hope everybody will connect with them and see what I'm talking about, because they really are doing a wonderful job on their channel. I'm enjoying it. I'm sure everybody will. I know travel channels are popular, and then I've got my premiere notification set for what they've got coming up later today at 6:30 Eastern. 50 Cent 17, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. 12 Stones Ranch, good to have you here. VenomX Plays, good to see you in the house as well. Thank you for coming in. And for anybody that's brand new to Tuber Chat, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time and meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your own channel, if that's what you would like. So next up is Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. This is an incredibly supportive creator. So there you go. Sea Leg Journey says they're not scripting. I actually thought you might be. And that's how great of a job they're doing on their channel, that, you know, I've most of you know that I've seen thousands of YouTube channels, even here in Tuber Chat alone. And I'm grateful for that, and I love the real world look that we get at a lot of videos that are coming out from creators, but I thought they might be scripting from what I've seen. So that's really cool. It gives some gives another aspect as to the kind of job they're doing on their channel. So Frazzball Collects just gifted a membership, and I really do appreciate that extra generous support. It's an extremely generous thing to have done, and I see that Hyper Blitz is going to grab that membership. We don't get to pick who gets those memberships. YouTube does it based on the algorithm, and what I've seen so far seems to be some of the most active channels in the chat. But Hyper Blitz is here with us just about every single day, and what that means is that their channel now will be added onto the wheel every day that they're here as soon as we see them in the chat. So I'm glad for that. And then Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve has got almost 600 subscribers. Now, this is a creator who I believe supports me on all of my channels, as a matter of fact, but they have given an unreasonable amount of support on our copyright-free music channel, for which I'm grateful. We've had a great time over there. We're running a 24-hour live stream, hanging out, playing the video game that's on there, and listening to music and having great conversation as well. Now, Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve, this is a channel that brings a lot of family activity. So I'm going to take the latest cooking video that they've got here, hot and sour soup, and I'm going to put that in my ketchup list. But this creator will bring us an elaborate about section with a lot of fun to be had, just learning about what they're going to do on their channel. What I find from them, even though they come to us from the homesteading community of channels, is a lot of family fun in the channel, regardless of whether they're actually engaging in homesteading activities at that moment or not. They bring us shorts, videos, and live streams, and Jen will often have a guitar in hand on their channel as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to them. And like I said, we'd love to push them towards the 600 subscribers that they're thinking about. And and then Outgoing Azzy is not a fan, apparently, of eggnog. I don't know how strongly everybody feels about it either. I don't go crazy for this stuff. I'm sure there's even been Christmas seasons I've gone through without any of it at all, but I enjoy at least a little bit. Outgoing Azzy makes me laugh. Cabaret Gaming's in the house. It's good to see you here. That's another member. I'm going to put them on the wheel right now. Annabelle TV's up on the screen. Cabaret Gaming is somebody who actually has another couple of channels as well, but has been a longtime friend of Tuber Chat. I'm lucky to catch them occasionally, usually once every week or two on a live stream. Annabelle TV is up right now. This is another creator who brings fun everywhere that they go, both in their content as well as here in the Tuber Chat live streams, and everywhere that I run into them supporting other creators. They're always engaging conversation, and like I said, they always bring fun, but a bit of comedy comes with that as well. So Annabelle TV does a lot of mukbang style product reviews and challenges on their channel, taste test type challenges, but they've actually been getting into a lot of unboxing and product review videos on their channel regardless of the mukbang style. So 724 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 that they're thinking about. And Annabelle TV is going to bring us shorts as well as live streams on their channel, and is an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, to say the least. So we'll spin the wheel. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give a thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And then the Bud Files is up right now. These are modern day archaeologists, and what they seek to do on their channel more than anything else is uncover history and digitally preserve it. They're taking us on another vlog type of video right now for a look around. I've got my notification on for that right now. That's going to be today at about 5 p.m., so a few hours from now, after Sam's Vlogs Trains and More has a premiere as well. And then the Bud Files is approaching 900 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer to that milestone. You'll see shorts and live streams on this channel, and they will describe the fact that they bring us to ghost towns, abandoned places, as well as cemeteries and graveyards. But there's a bit more variety in the channel as well. And more importantly than anything else, I see these creators out supporting others all the time. I run into them constantly when I'm trying to do the same thing. And the Bud Files, I'm just going to take your latest Parade of Lights video. This is really cool. I haven't seen something like this before that I remember, but I'm going to put that in my catch-up list to watch that. In Niagara Falls, we have I'm in Niagara Falls, Canada, or close to it, and we have a light display like a lot of creators have on their channels. If you're lucky enough to live in a city where they do that kind of thing, you get these beautiful, elaborate LED displays at night. And we have an area that we go through, and it's been one of my best performing videos, as a matter of fact, was going through there. I'm going to try to get through there this season again after the snow falls. But the Bud Files has a parade of floats that have these lights. That is very interesting, so I'm looking forward to watching that. Hopefully everybody else will as well. So if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Oh yeah, Frazzball collects. YouTube loves to play games with all of our numbers. We wish that every single person that ever comes into either Tuber Chat or anywhere like this would always follow the perfect, instructions or go beyond, farther above. But the problem is, because I'm not talking about it every moment, people are coming in and out of the chat all the time. It's very possible for somebody to be here for several streams and never actually hear me go over the entire process. So that's why we leave it in our video description, but I don't always expect everybody to read that either. I hope everybody will give it a look over at least once every week or two, just in case I've changed anything. But the instructions are always in our video description for the formula that we know has worked for the last 2.5 years, where we head to a channel, watch a full video of at least 3 minutes. Very important to watch from beginning to end. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I recommend 3 or 4 sentences. Give a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on for everyone, as you see me do. And that should make the connection stick. And then you will come back in the chat here, let them know you've done that. They'll turn around and do the same thing for you and that's what makes the connection stick. Another thing that I recommend for everybody is to keep track, whether it's on a piece of paper in a checklist app or anything. Keep track of all the people that you connect with here today, so that within the next day or two you can go back to their channel, you can go into their subscriptions and see if you're there. That will let you know if they're still connected to you. You'll know right away whether you're still connected to them. If you go back to some of the creators that you connect to here today and you find that you're not subscribed, then that means you need to step up your game when it comes to supporting other creators as well. But it's easy stuff, and I promise you, I only do the minimum most of the time, like I described here. So when I'm outside of Superchat and one of your premieres or live streams, if somebody reaches out, I go to their channel right away. I do not wait. I go right that second, and I visit their channel. I watch a video at least 3 minutes. Most of you know this because I've done it for all of you. And then I leave at least a comment. I say meaningful and genuine comment about the video, but at least you give 3 or 4 sentences, you know that, even though I say the same thing 1,000 times. And I always give the thumbs up and put the notification bell on. You see that as channels are coming up on the screen, and you see if I clear my notifications right now, you're going to watch that bell pop up with more notifications as this live stream goes on as well. Now, Big Guinea Pig Love is brand new to Superchat. They already are a member, so we had them on the wheel as soon as they got into the chat today. But what they're bringing us, from what I've seen so far, is a couple of guinea pigs named Coco and, why can't I remember for the life of me? Oh, pardon me. I watched the video. Coco and Nugget, and what they fight over here. So most of the videos on this channel are short, but the very first one that they put up a month ago is 3 minutes 54 seconds. You can connect with this. You can see for yourself. This is the video I watched, and this is got our connection solid. I was still subscribed when I pulled them up today, and you'll see the next time that they're here, they'll be subscribed as well for sure. So 230 subscribers for this channel. They are bringing us Coco and Nugget, a couple of guinea pigs, and a lot of activity in both videos and shorts. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that. We'd love to give them a warm welcome into the Superchat family. I see Really Haunted Places is here. I've got them onto the wheel because they happen to be a member. And Olivia Johnson, good to see you in the house. That was Blind Needle, so thank you for letting us know about that name change. Lake and Kisses is on the wheel as well. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Warm Strong Adventures we talked about earlier today, because for our first ever giveaway during episode number 500, they actually won some business cards with the QR code that would be customized for their channel, but they already have some. So they offered to pay that forward and send it off to somebody else, which we did, and we're thankful for that. So hopefully everybody will connect with Warm Strong Adventures, very much like Sea Leg Journeys that we saw earlier. They bring us travel and cruising, and they've been a loyal supporter for a long time. Jamie Hart brings a ton of variety on their channel. We'll describe it when we get that channel up. I've got them on the wheel right now. The Virtual Diaries is asking how the wheel works. So I have a robot in the background here called Bottissimo, and you'll notice when I refresh the page, this robot in the background is keeping track of how active everybody is in the chat, as well as how long you're here. It's much more about how much you're interacting with other creators. You can see by the top list here of about 15 channels of who's been most active conversating in the chat. When I get down to about 5 or 6 names on the wheel, I will add some from our chat list, but super chatters get put on the screen right away, and members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat every day that they're here. But it is open to everybody, and my prediction is off. It's taking a little bit longer than I thought, but we still got an hour to go today. A lot of time to put a lot of channels on the screen. And after we get down to about 5 or 6 on the wheel, I'm going to move a little bit faster now. We will start to add names from our chat list so everybody has a chance. Margie's Crafty Corner has 707 subscribers right now, and I noticed that we actually looked at that channel already. So I'll spin the wheel again, and we'll get another channel coming up. Looks like it's going to be Vintage Jewels, Gems, and Pearls, which is a brand new member for Tuber Chat today. I believe we've seen this channel several times before. I could be mistaken. I thought it was a channel that we already knew that had been renamed. Forgive me if I'm mistaken about that, but they've got 358 subscribers right now. I'm mistaken. Yeah, it looks like I'm mistaken, actually. But that's okay. So they're already doing a lot more live streams than videos, which is really cool. I'm going to set some notifications for some live streams that you've got coming up. We're actually recommending for everybody to set notifications for everything that you see, whether they're premieres or live streams. And the reason why is because it sends an engagement signal of interest into the YouTube algorithm, whether or not you think you can make it right at that moment for that piece of content. But I've gone through one video for this brand new channel in the Tuber Chat family so far. They've already got 358 subscribers, so they're doing well already. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. And I'm just going to take your latest video, put that in my catch-up list. That will give me another piece of content to watch. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here and going through content over weeks and months is eventually I get to know the creators a little bit better, especially if you want to connect on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or somewhere, because then my stories get better when I start to connect or when I start to put your channel on the screen for people to connect to. I can promote you better as time goes on. So Jamie Hart is somebody that we've gotten to know over a long period of time. This creator, I always have fun reading their banner because they've got a ton of variety on their channel. They bring us horror, Twin Peaks, movies, retrospectives, vlogs, live streams, gaming, karaoke covers, adventure, nature, photography, and they happen to be a cat lover. But they also do a lot of live streaming. I caught them not too long ago. I missed this last one. Hopefully I'll catch them again. Jamie Hart is a dynamic creator, always having fun on their channel, whether they're through videos or shorts or live streams. And then hopefully we'll see new content from Jamie Hart shortly. The shorts, we never know how long those are or what the dates are when we look at the front page until we get into them. But the videos and live streams we can see. But Jamie Hart's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in the Tuber Chat family for quite some time. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. I'll spin the wheel. We'll get Lake and Kisses up on the screen right now and see what they've got going on. They're doing a lot of live streaming as well. And if anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Lake and Kisses has 315 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. They're bringing a bit of variety on their channel. A loving, caring mother who loves cooking, enjoying time with family, and living life to the fullest. Now, they do a lot of live streaming, and then they pull out some highlights here as videos. I'm just going to take the latest one, put it in my catch-up list. But as well, and that's just a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators with a fun name there. Some of these live streams go on for quite a while, so it looks like the conversation can go just about anywhere there. And then they've got some shorts happening as well, and some of these are starting to get some serious activity too, so hopefully that continues. But Lake and Kisses has been here just about every single day since finding Tuber Chat. Jamie Hart has a new song coming out soon, so that will be interesting to see. And we'll be looking forward to that. And then I'll spin the wheel right now. We'll get another channel up on the screen. And does it hurt your numbers in any way with YouTube if you add and more at the end of your channel name? Oh, I'm not sure about that connection of lives and interest. I can't imagine so, because there are well over 50 million channels on YouTube. So to try to come up with any kind of a unique name is a challenge, of course. As it is, you know that Tuber Chat Connect and Grow has the ampersand in the name, if that's what you're adding, but lots of different channels have things like and more and variety and vlogs and things like that. So they seem to be doing just as well as everybody else based on their content. But that's just an observation, not saying that I'm right. Of course, I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. And unfortunately, none of us are YouTube engineers. If we were, I don't know if I'd believe one if I could find one. But unfortunately, it's just really almost impossible to get the truth about how the algorithm actually works in a lot of cases. So we have to use our estimates and what we've seen during our own YouTube journeys as experience. Christy Noble TV, good to see you here for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Tori's Brain Games is in the house. We'll get them onto the wheel. They happen to be a member. And then as well, Warmstrong Adventures is up here. Now, I mentioned this channel earlier a couple of times. They did an extremely generous thing this weekend because they actually were the recipient of our first ever giveaway. We gave a set of business cards to Warmstrong Adventures, which they graciously passed along because they already have business cards of their own with QR codes on them. A lot of creators have the foresight to get that done if it's possible. But that's a great thing. So they passed that on, and Fruit Machines with Steven, who's a fairly new creator in the Superchat family, is the recipient of those. So it's wonderful to see that generosity. Warmstrong Adventures has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time here in Superchat. They follow all of my channels, and they have given an unbelievable amount of support on our copyright-free music channel as well, for which I'm grateful. Now, Warmstrong Adventures brings us also on cruises more than anything else. They take us also on Carnival, where the party is at. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Warmstrong Adventures gives us a thorough look at the before, during, and after when it comes to these cruises. And again, it's another channel that hits home for me for that reason, of course. So if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I hope you are able to give that thumbs up. I know you have to turn the chat off to get it done, but it only takes a moment. You don't lose your place in the chat. I'll appreciate it greatly. And like I said, it really does help. We're doing great today. We're almost at 90 thumbs up right now. Unstable TV's in the house with their second channel. They happen to be a member. They are from Ireland, and we will get their channel up on the screen soon enough. And Don Ray B is up right now. This is a creator who is encouraging, uplifting, and wants to actually encourage us to chase our dreams and hopefully make those come true, as they are literally doing right now. They have moved into the homesteading lifestyle. I believe they said they live on 4 acres now. Am I right about it? Yes. And hopefully everybody will enjoy that. They like to bring us how-to videos more than anything else, while they're sharing lessons learned along the way as they're building their homesteading lifestyle, which is a really, really, really cool thing. But Don Ray B is also an incredible supporter. They have been for a very long time. And then Unstable TV Shorts, the screen should be okay unless we're buffering or something. And hopefully, other than that, everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members in the chat. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of channels into Superchat right this second, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Our featured channel is still in the house, Chef Sketty, and hopefully everybody will connect with them. If you haven't already, we feature a different channel every single day. Let me spin the wheel. I got Odom's Homestead on the wheel because they happen to be names onto our wheel from our chat list. So we'll be back with